Hi guys, today we are actually going to be taking a break from our books. I was looking at the new module, the books that you guys just picked up the other day, and it's a lot of geometry stuff that's going to be really hard to do from a distance learning, e-learning standpoint. So it might be something that we kind of pick up with in the fall when we restart school and you guys are eighth graders. But what I thought would be most useful would be to really focus our last month and a half of school on our next 11 or 12 lessons that we're going to have on some really core skills. And so today, I realize you don't have copies of these. I'll post all these in Google Classroom. You can if you can print them, great. If you can't, simply just get a piece of paper, maybe find a notebook that you can call your math notebook, and just use that from now on. But we're going to just review some of the key things that we've been doing over the course of this school year. So we're going to start kind of back to the beginning, which is adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers. And what I have here is the little graphic organizer that you can see has just some quick reminders for adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers. So we're going to really focus today on the adding part, which again, if we are adding numbers, if they have the same sign, we add the numbers and keep the sign. That goes for positive numbers and negative numbers. If they are different, if we have a positive and a negative, then we are going to subtract the two numbers and use the sign of the greater number. If we subtract, we're simply going to keep the first number, change it to addition, and then change the sign of the second number. We aren't going to do those today. So let's go to the practice problems that we're going to do, if my computer will work. So we have here just some quick notes, a reminder. So when we are adding integers with the same sign, we're going to add. When we add integers with different signs, we're going to subtract. But the key piece to that is that when we add integers with different signs, your answer is going to have the same sign as the number with the highest absolute value. And we'll practice a few of those here in a second. So we'll look at this first one. We're going to do numbers 1, 5, 2, and 6 together. Your homework will be 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on the formative website. We have negative 24 plus 18. Since we have two numbers that have different signs, we're going to subtract them. So we look at 24 minus 18, and that's going to give us 6. And then we have to make sure we keep this note here, which is our answer will have the same sign as the number with the highest absolute value. In this case, negative 24 has the highest absolute value. So we know our answer is going to be negative, and we said that 24 minus 18 is 6. Number 2 here, we again have a positive and a negative number. So we subtract. 19 minus 2 is 17. We keep the sign of the highest absolute value. 19 had the highest absolute value, so it's going to be positive. So our answer then just becomes 17. We don't have to write the positive sign there. Number 5, we have a number with a decimal. That's same. The rules still apply. Negative 12.3 plus 0.72. We have a negative and a positive, so we're going to subtract and keep the sign of the number with the highest absolute value. We can first see that between negative 12.3 and 0.72, negative 12.3 has a higher absolute value. So our answer is going to be negative. And then I subtract. I can go ahead and subtract 12.30 minus 0.72. If I'm going to write that out, I have to do a little borrowing here. 10 minus 2 is 8. Can't do that one. 12 minus 7 is 5. And then we're left with 11.58. And that's negative because, again, this number was negative. For number 6, we have negative 1.7 plus 7. We're going to subtract since we have different signs. Our answer is going to be positive because this number is bigger, absolute value is bigger than that one. So I have 7.00 minus 1.7. Need that second zero there. And I have to borrow here. 10 minus 7 is 3. And my decimal point, 6 minus 1 is 5. So my answer there is 5.3. You're going to do the rest of these problems on your own, and we're going to keep working, really try to hone in on these skills over the last couple of weeks, make sure that we're all set for 8th grade. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Look forward to talking to you all soon. We'll do a live question and answer session on Thursday in case anyone has any questions. Talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your week.